पास जीरो ग्राउंड की रिपोर्ट थी। लोगों का जो प्यार, जो उत्साह, जो स्नेह, जो आशीर्वाद हरियाणा के लोगों का मिल रहा था, गरीब का मिल रहा था, 36 बरादरी का आशीर्वाद मिल रहा था। मैं उस आधार के ऊपर कह रहा था कि हम जीत रहे हैं और बड़े मैंडेट के साथ जीत रहे हैं।
हरियाणा के लोगों ने फिर कमाल कर दिया और कमल कमल कर दिया।
The jubilant scenes at the BJP headquarters on Tuesday said it all. The victory in Haryana against all odds and the best ever performance of the BJP in Jammu and Kashmir has brought the spring back into the step of the party ahead of the key election battles in Jharkhand, Maharashtra and Delhi. The victory in Haryana was especially sweet as nobody gave the BJP a chance, but the BJP has returned with its best ever performance in Haryana with the highest number of seats at 48. Similarly, in Jammu and Kashmir, the BJP has brought up its best performance both in the terms of number of seats as well as in the terms of vote share. How did BJP do this magic in these two states is something that the political pundits are now analyzing as the BJP prepares for the big election battles ahead.
हरियाणा में तीसरी बार लगातार कमल खिला है। जम्मू कश्मीर में दशकों के इंतजार के बाद आखिरकार शांतिपूर्वक चुनाव हुए। वोटों की गिनती हुई, नतीजे आए। ये भारत के संविधान की जीत है, भारत के लोकतंत्र की जीत है। जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों ने नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस और उनके गठबंधन को ज्यादा सीटें दी है। मैं उन्हें भी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। वोट प्रतिशत के हिसाब से देखें तो जम्मू कश्मीर में जितनी भी पार्टियां चुनाव लड़ रही थी उसमें वोट शेयर के हिसाब से भाजपा सबसे बड़ी पार्टी बनकर के उभरी है।
By winning 48 seats in Haryana, its record best performance ever, the BJP has defeated the ideas of those political pundits who thought that this was an election to restore Jat supremacy in the state. What in fact has been seen in the Haryana elections is a consolidation of the OBC as well as the 22% Dalit vote in the state in the favor of the BJP. The BJP was able to take to the voters that the Congress was against the Dalits. It was humiliating the senior Congress Dalit leader Kumari Selja during the campaign, and Rahul Gandhi's remark in the US about reservation also seems to have worked in the BJP's favor. On the other hand, in Jammu and Kashmir, the BJP put up a very good performance in the Jammu region but could not make inroads into the Kashmir Valley. That explains why the BJP has won 29 seats, its best ever performance in the state, but was not able to reach the figure which it had hoped for along with the support of the independents.
Professor Kumar, how would you analyze the results, especially in Haryana, where everybody was presuming a Congress victory, but the result has been quite different?
I think there was an overestimation of the impact the three issues are going to make on the people's voting choices. And I am referring to the issues of Kisan, Naujawan and Pahalwan. I still don't agree that these issues were not present. These issues are there on the ground. But I think what happened is that these issues concerned sections of voters, mainly the Jats. And the misreading of the Congress and many others was that maybe this is an issue which is sweeping across the state. This is an issue which concerns a very large sections of the voters of Haryana, which was not the fact. It concerned sections of voters, and these sections of voters tended to vote for Congress. There were other voters belonging to other caste community, other groups, who viewed government's performance. I am referring to BJP's 10 years of rule in Haryana. They evaluated government performance from other parameters, and those parameters were the welfare schemes, the other developmental activities on the ground, which is about Bijli, Pani, Sadak, school, Aspatal. And they felt that during the last 10 years of BJP's rule, they have been able to benefit from that. So you see the divide. If you look at the vote share estimates, don't look at the seats for a moment and look at the vote share. The vote share is almost equally divided between Congress and BJP. So all those who went along with the narrative of Pahalwan Kisan Naujawan and Samvidhan, they tended to vote in very large numbers for the Congress. And those who believed that, okay, these are the issues, but these are not the issues which concerns me. For me, what matters is the Bijli Pani Sadak, the welfare schemes, what I am getting in my house, what my family members is getting in their house. And they tended to vote for BJP, and that is why finally it ended up into a very close contest if you go by the vote share estimates.
The CSTS, sir, has also put out data reflecting how the various castes in Haryana may have voted in this election. There seems to be also anti-Jat, counter-Jat polarization in the state in favor maybe of the BJP, especially the OBC voters and the Dalit voters. How do you think these voters voted in this election?
No, if I look at how voters belonging to different caste communities have voted, the Congress took lead among the Jats, the Jatavs, Sikh, which are 4% of the total population, and the Muslims, which is 9% of the total population. Jats are roughly about 21%, and Jatavs may be in the range of say 8 or 10%. But if you look at the vote, how people belonging to other caste communities have voted, so the BJP took lead among the upper caste, the lower OBCs, non-Jatav Dalit vote. So you're right that from the data there is a clear indication that on one side there was polarization of few castes in favor of Congress, especially the Jats, but on the other hand there was a counter polarization, and voters belonging to other castes, mainly non-Jatav Dalits and the OBCs, they tended to vote for BJP in a big way.
BJP got 240 seats in the Lok Sabha elections, and Rahul Gandhi started the political narrative that Narendra Modi was now a weekend Prime Minister. Well, these election results in Haryana and J&K have smashed that narrative, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi back in his element. Modi is attacking the Congress, saying that the Congress stands no chance when it comes to direct battles between the BJP and the Congress, and is also saying that the Congress has not been able to repeat power in any state for a very long time, while the BJP has been doing this repeatedly. The Prime Minister, in fact, is escalating his campaign against the Congress by now accusing the Congress party of poisoning the society, and also saying that Congress is trying to divide the Hindus in the names of caste, and this is what is their strategy to win elections.
कांग्रेस की नीति है हिंदुओं की एक जाति को दूसरी जाति से लड़ाओ। कांग्रेस जानती है कि जितना हिंदू बटेगा उतना ही उसका फायदा होगा। कांग्रेस किसी भी तरीके से हिंदू समाज में आग लगाए रखना चाहती है ताकि वो उस पर राजनीतिक रोटियां सेकती रहें। भारत में जहां भी चुनाव होते हैं वहां कांग्रेस यही फॉर्मूला लागू करती है। अपना वोट बैंक पक्का करने के लिए कांग्रेस समाज में जहर घोलने के हर हथकंडे अपना रही है।
The election results from J&K and Haryana has the BJP upbeat, and we can see the uptick in the atmosphere also in the BJP headquarters on Tuesday when the Prime Minister was here. We have Shehzad Poonawalla with us. And Shehzad, many didn't give BJP a chance in Haryana. In fact, many had discounted. Everybody was expecting a congressman including the now infamous exit polls. How do you think BJP pulled it off in Haryana? How did this happen?
So I was very confident Haryana we will win because our PDA is Modi ji's performance delivery and the aspirational quotient which Modi ji has delivered upon. And Modi ji now, I think, should be synonymous with pro-incumbency. Ever since Modi has come to serve India from 2014, Gujarat, Goa, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, states where सरकार पलटने का रिवाज होता था, अब सरकार रिपीट करने का रिवाज भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने शुरू किया. एंड कांग्रेस हैज नॉट बीन एबल टू रिपीट इट्स गवर्नमेंट फ्रॉम 2011 ऑनवर्ड्स. दिस मीन्स दैट मोदी की गारंटी, मतलब गारंटी पूरी होने की गारंटी. एंड दिस इज द रीजन व्हाई नो मैटर व्हाट द नैरेटिव वाज, किसान, पहलवान, जवान, नौजवान सब करते मोदी का सम्मान, और राहुल गांधी की झूठ की और डायलॉग डिलीवरी की दुकान बंद करने का काम जनता ने किया.
Rahul Gandhi started this narrative post the Lok Sabha victory that it is a weekend prime minister. You know, he said this at many occasions. Do you think that narrative has been completely smashed by the result in Haryana?
आई थिंक आत्मविश्वास के कई प्रकार होते हैं. एक होता है धन का आत्मविश्वास, एक होता है बल का आत्मविश्वास, एक होता है मूर्खता का आत्मविश्वास. जो तीसरी बार चुनाव हार रहा है, इज द थर्ड वर्स्ट परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ कांग्रेस. वो मौसी और सब लोग जो है चीख चिल्ला रहे हैं कि हम लोग जीत गए, फतेह कर दी. एंड दिस इज द थर्ड बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ मोदी जी और बीजेपी इन द एंटायर हिस्ट्री ऑफ बीजेपी, 240 सीट्स. And we have lost the election. But forget that. Today one resounding message has come from people of Haryana and people of India that हिंदू समाज को जो बांटेगा उसको ही जनता जो है वहां पर रोकेगी. आई थिंक दिस नैरेटिव ऑफ डूइंग वोट जिहाद and dividing Hindu society and divide and rule policy has also got a resounding message from the people of Haryana, and people have not appreciated the fact that Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha was called as Nach Gana. That is also a message from this entire result.
That is something the Prime Minister also raised when he was addressing an event yesterday about हिंदूज को बांटने की कोशिश बीजेपी कांग्रेस रिपीटेडली कर रहा है. कास्ट हिंदूज की बताई जाती है, मुस्लिम्स की कभी नहीं बताई जाती है.
I myself am a Pasmanda, and I hope you will show this. Pasmanda Samaj, which is basically Ansari, Ghosi, Dhobi, Julaha, Halalkhor, all of these people, we are not allowed in Ashraf Samaj's masjids. They don't allow us to drink water. They don't allow us to sit with them. They don't allow intercaste marriages. They don't allow intermingling. The kind of discrimination, the Pasmanda, which is 85%, faces from 5-6% Ashraf, which think that they are very pure, they are coming from some other section, they are coming from abroad, they are direct descendants of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and they discriminate against us. Nobody speaks about them. And why Rahul Gandhi, if he is for Pichda Samaj? First of all, we have seen how they treated Kumari Selja, but can they ever speak up about the Pasmanda Samaj, about this Samaj which is facing severe discrimination like untouchability? No, he wants to raise this jati only so that Hindu Samaj is divided and Muslim Samaj has to come together through vote jihad, even though they do nothing for the Muslim community.
Booster shot from J&K and Haryana, the BJP is now upbeat, and we see BJP leaders speaking triumphantly about their prospects in the next upcoming elections. On the other hand, where does this leave the Congress party? The Congress could win only a handful of seats in J&K and has been seen dragging down the NC Congress alliance. On the other hand, the Congress is not ready to accept the defeat in Haryana. On the other side of this break, my colleague Pallavi Ghosh dissects the strategy of the Congress camp and how knives are out in the Congress party.
सरस्वती है, लोगों में सही धर्म क्या है उसका सत्य प्रकाश उनके बुद्धि में जाए, अपने मूल को समझकर काल सुसंगत धर्म का आचरण वो करे और अपने लिए स्वतंत्रता प्राप्त कर ले. इसलिए जनों की जागृति का एक महाप्रयास उन्होंने किया. उसकी प्रेरणा में से आगे चल के भारत के जीवन के सभी क्षेत्रों में कई प्रकार के आंदोलन भी हुए. ऐसा एक पुण्य चरित्र उनके भी स्मरण का आज वर्ष है. स्वतंत्र देश होना है, देश वैभव संपन्न होना है, तो प्रजा में चारित्र्य चाहिए. अभी अध्यक्ष महोदय जी ने जिस दैवी गुण संपद का उल्लेख किया, अभयम सत्व संशुद्धि, वही है व्यक्तिगत और सामाजिक चारित्र्य, राष्ट्रीय चारित्र्य, जिनके बलबूते देश बड़ा होता है. पाबना में, आज के बांग्लादेश में, उस समय के पूर्व बंगाल में जन्मे श्री श्री अनुकूल चंद्र ठाकुर होम्योपैथी के डॉक्टर थे. आध्यात्मिक साधक थे, उनके माता से ही उनको दीक्षा मिली थी। तो उनके व्यक्तित्व से आकर्षित होकर लोग उनको आकर मिलते थे, अपनी व्यक्तिगत कठिनाइयां बताते थे, उनके हाल पर उनसे चर्चा होती थी। इसी का आगे एक सत्संग आंदोलन बन गया और 1925 में उस आंदोलन का भी विधिवत पंजीयन हुआ। उस आंदोलन का मुख्यालय आजकल देवघर में है। उनकी भी शताब्दी इस वर्ष 2025 में चलेगी। और हम जानते हैं भगवान बिरसा मुंडा के जन्म के 150 वर्ष हो गए। विदेशी वर्चस्व के विरुद्ध, शोषण के विरुद्ध वनवासी समाज में, आदिवासी समाज में बहुत जागृति जिन्होंने की, केवल भाषण देकर नहीं, अपने जीवन को यज्ञ में अर्पण कर दिया और ऐसा उपदेश दिया और ऐसा आचरण हमारे सामने रखा कि हमारे जनजातीय बंधुओं के अस्मिता को, अस्तित्व को स्वतंत्र भारत में सशक्त होकर अपने योगदान करने को एक पुष्ट।
The barren lawns of the Congress headquarters are presenting a picture of a state of discontentment as well as disarray. Now, this was an election which was waiting to be won by the Congress party. Mismanagement, confusion, and also the overconfidence, and as the opposition parties are also calling it, a bit of arrogance, perhaps did the Congress in. But now it raises a larger question. Can the Congress anymore act like the big brother?
देखो, कोई भी प्रजातांत्रिक पार्टी होगी, लोकतांत्रिक पार्टी होगी, मतभेद स्वाभाविक हो सकते थे, लेकिन मनभेद किसी का नहीं था।
कहाँ हमारी कमियां रही हैं, क्या कमियां रही हैं, इसके बारे में देखना होगा। कौन जिम्मेवार रहे, पार्टी को किस तरह से स्टेट में सींचा नहीं गया, तालमेल नहीं रखा गया।
कभी कभी हमारे शेर थोड़ा थोड़ा लड़ जाते हैं एक दूसरे से, फिर मेरा काम शेरों को एक साथ खड़े करने का है।
The Haryana debacle is creating ripples for the India bloc. Questions are being raised over what Congress did wrong, as it lost an election it was sure of winning. And as expected, knives are out both inside and outside the Congress. The Hooda-centric campaign ended up miffing those who did not belong to that camp, especially those who are with Kumari Shelja. Now, Shelja may have been guarded in her response, but the anger within is palpable.
The campaign was really extensive, ma'am, by the Congress party. In fact, from Kisan, Pahalwan to Jawan, all three were focused. Do you think now it's time for introspection, exactly what went wrong?
Absolutely, we will have to introspect. And that is something that any party would do, and we have to do, because we were on way to form government. And 60 or even all your exit polls didn't put it less than majority, absolute majority. So there's some shortcomings.
Ma'am, your initial thoughts, what went wrong as per you?
Maybe what we wanted to show we were not able to, and people somehow didn't believe what we were showing to them. I don't know. I mean, there could be many things, and obviously there are many factors.
One thing which a lot of people are talking about is because of a probable infighting within the party, or there was a divide within the party. Do you think that was something which had hurt Congress party on the ground level, because there was some sort of a messaging which went wrong to the people in Haryana?
Well, some of I can't really say that can be such a big thing, because differences have always been there. We have won in the past. There have always been differences and issues. That's part of politics in every party. You can't say that BJP is immune from that. They also have differences. They also have groups. But having said that, I would say there could be other things also, and the kind of what we were able to present to people and what they expected of us, I think there was a big gap there.
What do you think is the future of the Congress party in Haryana?
See, we may be down, but we are not out. Please don't count us out. Look at the vote percentage. We are at par. So that's not something that we have been rejected. Okay, in numbers, it's the winner. You know, he or she will make the government. So it's the numbers that count in our system. But as far as people are concerned, they have voted for us. And now party obviously has to see as to what direction we need to take from here. After the third election where we have polled so much, how is it that we were not able to translate that into a winning spree? So, you know, these are things which we will have to consider and see what direction we need to take in the future for next time.
The bigger fallout, though, is being felt when the India bloc. There are 3 state elections coming up, and in at least 2, there is an alliance. It's bound to have an immediate impact on seat sharing, as allies are unwilling to accept Congress as the big brother which can deliver. Take Maharashtra, for instance. Congress at one point wanted the lion's share. But now the Samna article has made it clear that Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena wants its pound of flesh.
कि कहीं ना कहीं ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट संदेश आया है हरियाणा से. एक जीती हुई इलेक्शन हारी हैं और साथ ही साथ थर्ड टर्म हिस्ट्री क्रिएट की है भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने तीसरा टर्म लाकर, और इतना एंटी इनकम्बेंसी था, इतना लोगों में एक फीलिंग थी कि ये सरकार उनके लिए कुछ नहीं कर रही है, उसको विश्वास नहीं जीत पाई. ये तो खैर आत्मचिंतन करने का विषय ही है. साथ ही साथ कांग्रेस पार्टी को भी ये ध्यान देना होगा कि एज इंडिया अलायंस हम लोग जम्मू और कश्मीर में जीते हैं, और अगर यहाँ पे भी गठबंधन हो जाए, सबको अकोमोडेट कर जाए, तो शायद एक दूसरे का और समर्थन हो पाए, मजबूती बन पाए. तो उससे बहुत बड़ा संदेश गया है, आत्मचिंतन होगा, डिस्कशन होगा. और अब वो जो रात गई बात गई हो गया है, आने वाले जो चुनाव हैं, अभी झारखंड में आप गठबंधन के साथ हैं, महाराष्ट्र में आप गठबंधन के साथ हैं, दिल्ली में अगर गठबंधन बनता है आम आदमी पार्टी के साथ, तो इंडिया अलायंस की एक बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है कि हम लोग अपनी पर्सनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी की महत्वाकांक्षा को एक तरफ रखकर संविधान और प्रजातंत्र की और जनता की लड़ाई लड़ें, और उसमें सबका योगदान महत्वपूर्ण है.
The Uddhav faction has indicated that he should be declared the chief ministerial face, which the Congress may not agree to. The sharpest sting for the Congress came from the TMC. It's an open fact that Congress and TMC are not on best of terms. In a detailed statement, Saket Gokhale accused the Congress of arrogance. The bigger problem for the Congress could be in the Delhi elections. Smarting from the rebuff it got in Haryana, Aam Aadmi Party has now made it clear that it is not keen on an alliance with the Congress Party for Delhi.
Congress has called the Congress Party, without mincing words, being arrogant. Is this a sense you also get about the Congress Party, that they've been arrogant as far as Haryana is concerned, and the way they dealt with you?
Look, first of all, this is not the time for name calling, and I will refrain from doing so. As a member of the loyal member of the India bloc, and as somebody who was leading the conversation to forge an alliance in Haryana, I can only say that I'm a bit disappointed, and these election results are a big learning for all of us. It has taught us several lessons, and one of the foremost lessons that has been learned perhaps even by the Congress Party is that overconfidence is not good. Overconfidence will not reap any electoral benefits. There were 2 assembly elections that happened this month. First was the election in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, where India bloc fought as one unit, with the Congress and the National Conference coming together. Over there, the BJP was defeated. The other is the election that happened in Haryana, where the India Alliance could not fight as a united unit, and the result is for everyone to see. And I personally feel, and that's my reading of the election, that this is not effectively a victory for the BJP, but more of a defeat for the Congress Party. And I say that because people of Haryana voted for change. BJP got only 39% of the vote, but 61% of the total votes polled were against the BJP, for change, for an alternative, and that alternative people were trying to see and hope in the form of the India Alliance. So I think it's a big learning for all of us, and as I've said, that I'm pretty sure that Congress is also taking this as a big learning, and we'll all be wiser after this election.
But Congress is not known to take that learning, and there are two big elections coming up, three actually, and interestingly in all three of them it's a coalition. So whether I'm talking about Jharkhand or Maharashtra or I'm talking about Delhi, so I'm going to ask you specifically about Delhi. Do you need the Congress in Delhi?
See, I would like to divide the state elections in India in two categories. First is the category in which there are regional parties or parties with a regional flavor that have the ability, the might to defeat the BJP on its own, and have fairly and squarely defeated the BJP on their very own. Like the DMK in Tamil Nadu, the Trinamool Congress in Bengal, or the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi. That's the first category, where the parties over there, regional parties in that sense, are capable of defeating the BJP and require no assistance from the Congress. The other set of elections that happen in this country are the states in which Congress is the big partner, but they can't defeat the BJP on their own and they need assistance from the India Alliance partners. In the absence of that assistance from the India Alliance partners, the result unfortunately gets in the favor of the BJP.
Naysayers predict imminent collapse of the India bloc in the upcoming elections.
It was very important for the Congress party to win these elections in Haryana because this was the first after the Lok Sabha results. It was important to win also because it wanted and it could have emboldened its narrative that by not winning a simple majority, the BJP's game was over. But more importantly, this is Rahul Gandhi's first election after he mustered courage to become the LOP. Will it tone down his thunder inside the parliament? That's the question which is going to be asked. But more than that, is it now going to be a Congress party which will have to go back to the drawing board so as to rework its strategy and also to tone down its overconfidence? Thank you so much for watching.